Oil prices surge as fresh US-Iran clash erupts in Strait of Hormuz. Ladies and gentlemen, global crude oil prices have jumped sharply after renewed military confrontation broke out between the United States and Iran in the strategically vital Strait of Hormuz. Rising fears of a border conflict in the Middle East and possible disruptions to global energy supplies. As Asian markets opened on Friday morning, international benchmark Brent crude climbed by 2.6% to reach $102.70 per barrel, while US West Texas Intermediate WTI crude rose by 2.3% to $97 per barrel. Energy analysts say the sudden increase reflects growing anxiety among investors and traders over the stability of oil transportation routes in the Gulf region. According to BBC reports, direct exchanges of fire took place between American and Iranian forces in the Strait of Hormuz overnight. The waterway which connects the Persian Gulf to international shipping routes is considered one of the world's most important oil transit checkpoints, with nearly one fifth of global oil supplies passing through it. Every day, any military escalation in the region is therefore seen as a major threat to the global economy. The US military accused Iran of launching an unprovoked attack on American naval assets operating in the area. US officials said Iranian fast attack boats and missile systems targeted American destroyer warships patrolling the strait. In response, American forces in response, American forces reportedly carried out retaliatory retaliatory strikes against Iranian military positions and vessels. Reacting to the incident, US President Donald Trump stated that three American destroyers came under heavy attack but escaped without sustaining any damage. He praised the readiness sorry he praised the readiness of the US Navy and claimed that advanced American defense systems successfully intercepted all incoming Iranian missiles. Trump further stated that several Iranian military boats involved in the attack were completely destroyed during the counter-offensive. He warned he warned Tehran against further escalation, saying the United States was fully prepared to defend its forces and allies in the region if necessary. Meanwhile, Iran strongly rejected the American version of events and accused Washington of violating the existing ceasefire. Understanding between the two sides, Iranian military officials claimed that US naval forces had entered sensitive waters and acted aggressively, forcing Iran to respond in defense of its sovereignty. Iranian authorities also warned that any further military action by the United States would receive a decisive and powerful response. State media in Tehran reported that Iranian armed forces remain on high alert across the Gulf region amid fears of additional confrontation. The latest clash comes after several weeks of fragile calm between Washington and Tehran following earlier tension in the region. Diplomatic observers had hoped that informal ceasefire efforts and back-channel negotiations would help prevent another direct military confrontation. However, Friday's incident has renewed fears that the two rivals could once again move toward a larger regional conflict. Financial markets around the world reacted nervously to the developments. Apart from the spike in oil prices, investors shifted toward safer assets such as gold and the US dollar, while several Asian and European stock indices showed signs of decline amid concerns over geopolitical instability. Experts warn that if tensions continue to escalate, the impact could extend far beyond the Middle East. Higher oil prices could increase inflation worldwide, raise transportation and manufacturing costs, and slow down economic recovery in several countries already facing financial challenges. Security analysts say the Strait of Hormuz remains one of the most sensitive geopolitical flashpoints in the world. Any prolonged military conflict in the area could severely disrupt global energy markets and international trade routes, affecting both developed and developing economies alike. As the international community closely monitors the situation, world leaders are expected to call for restraint and renewed diplomatic dialogue to prevent the crisis from spiraling into a full-scale regional war.